Welcome to the Riel Cup in Manitoba 2026.
It's crazy. How are we doing today?
Looks like we're starting
good?
with Ambush and Spectre.
Yeah, it's the AM and I'm bushed. I think we got two evenly matched teams today. I think we're going to have a really good opener for this tournament. I could not pick a winner between these two. We got Spectre, who is seems to be a new version of Tempest with some additions and retrievals, and they open up double elimination, Hikeaway and Corcel. Nobody's wearing their own shirts today. That was Hikeaway on the Ambush side.
He is new to Ambush, so they haven't been able to do the jersey order yet, I believe.
Lot of screen printing, going frantic screen printing here in Dodgeball.
Good hops there. Looks like Ambush is coming up the line with 3 balls. Player advantage.
And we got new to Spectre, Peter Woods, who is big
and a beautiful catch.
Right. Aaron. Shane hitting the ground on that one. And we got 4. Spectre taking on Ambush here. See what they can do. Oh, Nick's
what a nice
Riel.
Counter. Looks like Riel did get that counter on Austin. Or not, Shane got the counter on Austin Woods, who hit Riel.
We are at 3-on-3, ball advantage to Ambush. That's a miss. Got even here, burden on Spectre. Now we got James Langford here in the far corner. He is new to Dodgeball. He's got an absolute cannon though. I think he just purchased his knee pads.
They look new.
Yeah, brand new knee pads player. That's how you can tell. There you go. So yeah, he's just learning the game. I'm gonna keep my eyes on him because for him to go from never playing Dodgeball, I think about 6 months ago, to being on Spectre is very impressive. And we got a line violation on Terrence Sampson. Owen making the call. Owen Kemble with enthusiasm, using his flag properly. You'll love to see it. And we got Aragon here. A total ghost, unhittable as far as I'm concerned. Let's see if Spectre can pull it off. Hikeaway, the young stud. Westerns. Knocked a tooth right out of his face, his front tooth.
Oh.
Wow, great shot, pre-counter by Hikeaway. Caught.
What a cross.
Gatsa snoozing. And again, James coming in with that hammer, but he's got to tame it a bit. He's throwing it too high.
It's one of those things that takes a while to learn, is how to get the accuracy and the power at the same time.
Absolutely.
It took me a good while, that's for sure.
Ambush coming in with 4 balls. Are you going to throw 1 or 2? Going 1 with the counter.
Oh.
Split him up there. Got Paul Chartier on Spectre there. He is also, he's been around for a long time. He, who took that throw? Who threw that? Was that Langford?
Yeah.
Wow, there you go. You see the power of Langford there.
Oh.
And he's taking the hit. We got 1-on-1. Wow, Hikeaway. Beautiful shot. That, and Paul Chartier is a hard guy to hit, but he was not able to take to the air like he usually does.
It looks like he went for the catch and just couldn't fully bring it in. It's hard when you see the ball coming, especially if it has a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Because you think the ball's going to land in one spot so you can grab it in, but then it just goes either slightly higher or lower, and then it's just, some balls are just that hard to track.
Yeah. Little knucklers. We got a false start on Mr. Woods here, Mr. Peter Woods, question mark. I believe that's Austin Woods, identical twin.
Very fast rush from both teams.
Oh, Legal had Woods dead to rights, couldn't pull it off, and I guess he got hit in the process.
It might have been also a sideline because Owen had his flayed up. So.
Big block by Woods. Woods probably one of the best blockers in the game as far as I'm concerned.
He played in England, correct?
He did. He was off in England. He's just lived. What a life. What a life, Austin Woods. Playing for the Queen. Oh, but he took the shot on that one. Could get the block out on that one. Very rare miss. Oh, wow. Great shot by Godfrey. He knows when to take his shots.
That was a good look. It's like disarming.
Yeah, you never want to take, if Godfrey's got a ball, do not take your eyes off him. Again, example.
Right in the feet. Oh, getting Shane.
And Shane caught snoozing.
It's hard when you have players in front of you, too.
So this is the ninth year. I don't know if it's the 9th Riel Cup, but it is the 9th year for sure. Nate Gatza definitely played at every single one. He won the first one.
Really?
Yep. The team was called No Chill. He was the winner of that one. I'm trying to see if there's any other long-term alumni here, but I think Nate is the only one I'm seeing right now. Correct me in the chat. I can't see the chat, so it doesn't matter. But maybe Shane Willem, I think, actually was at Shane. Well,
and Oko. But Oko's shagging.
Oko's shagging. Let's be honest here, guys. He's not part of the action. Wow, we got
Samson
a big hit on
there.
Samson there. They're calling that a hit. Yeah, it was pretty questionable from where I saw it, but I can definitely see that coming down as a hit or not a hit. And we got Riel alone, and this is where Riel lives. Riel Wilmot.
He's a very squirrely.
He's a squirrely little guy. I personally think Wilmot is the total dodgeball package. He can throw, he can move, he can jump.
He gets very, very tiny.
Gets very tiny. There it is. Wow. See? Wilmot. If you have 6 people and it's only Wilmot on the other side,
I'd still be worried.
That's even chances. Yeah. That is where he thrives. You got to get him out early. If he's that last guy, you are in trouble. Doesn't matter how many people there are.
It's always nice to have a player like that on your team.
Yeah, because then you can just get out and don't have to feel bad. And Riel's still on the court. It's fine. Hike away. Missing the throw. Whoa! Big moves by Aragon. Nice dodge.
Looks like they have 4 now.
Oh, they're calling a bad block on Aragon. I don't dislike that call. That first little throw was a little questionable. So I'm glad that the refs are kind of.
The refs are on top of it.
They're stepping up. They're stepping up. They're not letting players just make their own decisions. That's good. I like to see that.
Looks like Ambush has 4 balls going to be coming up. You think they'll throw 1 or 2?
They got to go 2 here.
Oh, they only
one.
They do have. Spectre does have player advantage. So even if they just had 3, they would still have Burden to throw the ball.
Absolutely. Spectre with 4 balls. Let's see if we can. I don't know who this fellow without the knee pads is. He's wearing a Gatsa jersey.
Did they throw all 6?
They're empty. Wow. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Ambush is going to make. They're going to pick who their shot is.
No
they
hits.
got Corsell. They got Corsell. And they get Gatsa on the later throw.
Leaving them with 1 ball.
You do not want to get rid of all your balls like that. That is probably a miscommunication, I'm assuming. That's not something they wanted to do.
Throwing 2 at Wilmot. Dodging both.
Oh, big throw by Legal. Gets Trudeau. That I would have expected Trudeau to dodge a throw like that, but not today.
Just going wide.
Big throw, big throw. Calling that one safe. Oh, Riel Wilmot. I got to remember to call them by their last names. It's more professional. And we got 3 on 2 for Ambush here, who is
throwing 1.
Enjoying a 2-point lead on Spectre. This is because again, Spectre kind of built from the ashes of Tempest, who had an incredible showing at Club Championships in Calgary. I believe they finished 4th in the round robin, which was pretty remarkable, I would say. So the fact that they have reshuffled a little bit is a little surprising, but we'd like to see what the team's going to do now. And our unnamed player gets taken out. Colton Bertrand, he might have been at the first Riel Cup. He's an old-timer.
He's been here for a while.
Oh, yeah. And he takes 3 blocks there, and he's pumping. He's going crazy. Oh, no. They're calling that a catch. Didn't look like one from my angle, but I am not the referee. And I respect the call on that. I've definitely been a ref longer than a commentator, so sometimes I just have a tendency to just like make the call when I'm not reffing. It just blurts out sometimes.
I have been told that I'm still newer to dodgeball.
Big Shane, doing Shane things, corner to corner, taking the hit, getting the hit. That's Willem, of course. There you go with another one. Oh my goodness!
And with the catch.
Wow, Trudeau get hits, get caught at the same time.
Okay, so the catch does still count.
It
but
counts.
They did have 6 players saw it already. So
this looks like it's gonna be a big old win for the ambush here. Oh wait, is there 2 halves?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
10-minute halves.
So they're switching. This is not the end of the game.
It looks like Ambush has 1 ball.
Oh, don't count out Austin Woods and Paul Chartier here. Woo! Wow, got him on the tippy toe on his follow through. Great shot.
Looks like that was a great trade there, bringing it down to a 1v4.
Oh, I did not notice that he got the shot on Woods there. Good for him.
Haikaway got Woods, and then Chartrand hit.
Willem, whoa, Willem, you gotta watch out for him. Corner to corner, he'll get you on the toenail.
Woo!
Wow, big catch by Legal. Bobbled it, controlled it, knew exactly what was going on.
Yep, so we are doing a switch sides.
And it is 4-0 Ambush. Very impressive start for Ambush.
This schedule is very tight today, so they will be rushing to go to half.
Yeah, I gotta warm up. If you hear me breathing heavily.
Are you playing after this?
Yeah, I'm playing next game.
On this court?
No, not on this court. I gotta warm my arm up or I'm gonna be broken. Maybe I'll sit out the first round or something.
Very fast rush from both sides.
Yeah, but if you got Riel, you got little chance. You got Wilmot. They don't call it the Riel Cup for nothing.
Totally why it's called the Riel Cup.
Yeah.
Historically, it used to be on the same weekend as Louis Riel Day.
This is true.
Which is why it was called Riel Cup, and the name just stuck. Woo! Looks like Wilmot blocked that ball, almost hitting Godfrey. I don't know them by their last name. This is very difficult. Oh, looks like Wilmot getting
Woods
hit there.
With the hit on Wilmot.
Looks like Shane got the hit on.
Oh, and it's just Godfrey. When the dust settles, we got a 4-on-1 here.
Looks like Willem did get the hit on Woods, though.
Spectre is fighting back. They're not going to take this line down. But Godfrey is going to chill out of it. Ooh, see, I would have been hit by that for sure.
Hit in the shagger.
In the shagger. He can take it. He's a holzer. That's a hit on Godfrey. So,
bringing it to 4-1.
Spectre getting on the board. Slow start. Maybe they will turn things around here.
There is still 6 minutes.
Yep, if Ambush can get 4 in the first half, then Spectre can get 4 in the second.
The only thing is it is running time, so during that sudden death, it does go into the time of the second half.
Oh, wow, right off the kisser. Corcel. Robert Corcel, dangerously underrated player. He's not flashy, but he gets hits, he gets catches, he knows where he's supposed to be.
He does what he does.
Yeah.
And he's good at it.
Had the pleasure of playing with him for quite some time on the old Toilers team.
Another hit from Willem. Another hit from Willem.
And he was secretly the star of the team.
Looks like Samson was called out on the center line there.
Second line violation for Samson.
Looks like there was a
early in the day. You gotta get those out early. Big hit on Godfrey. Big hit on Wilmot by Corsells. And again, you get Wilmot.
It looks like there was a catch.
Oh, was there?
I believe Wilmot got caught as well as got hit. Looks like there was hit.
We got Willem. Oh, they can't hit him. They can't hit him. Oh, Willem. Willem is like known as a bit of a tank. Like he's got a super hard arm, but he's showing us that
he can move.
He can move if he needs to. Oh. Wow. Go. He tried to get that ball back. And unfortunately left him open for Gatsa.
Brings us to 4-2.
The Gotsling gun, is that anything? No?
Not that I've heard.
I'm not. I'm trying to experiment with some nicknames here. We'll just leave that one alone.
Gatsa.
Gatsa.
Gotcha.
Gatsa catch 'em all.
I know Gatsa does catch quite a bit.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't. He catches. He's not known for his catching. He's known for his throws and his.
But I have seen him get
hits.
some.
He definitely will get a catch if he needs to. Yeah. Absolutely. Wow.
Woods with the hit there.
Legal, known for his catching for sure.
I feel like Ambush might have a few more catchers than Spectre does.
Yeah.
Like people that are known for catching.
I would say that.
Spectre getting the hit on Godfrey there.
Godfrey with the hops.
Doesn't seem very
If he
happy
could only
about
jump
it.
about 4 more inches higher, which I'm not sure is physically possible, then he might have gotten away with that one. But
I don't know if you've seen Ben jump.
Ben who?
Ashley Bend.
Bend.
Yes.
I said Ben. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I heard.
And a catch there by
hike
Highway.
Away. You better hike away from this game if you're going to be throwing balls like that at him. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best over here.
Oh, and it looks like Woods got a catch there, and then it looks like Chart got the hit. Looks like they have 4. Going to talk out the play call here. You do only have 5 seconds to throw. So listening to that countdown from the refs is very important. So if you do not throw within the 10 seconds that you have, you do have to give all the balls to the other team, which can be quite detrimental, especially if you're down players like Ambushes. So it looks like Ambush is going to stick to the 1-ball throw just to keep the burden on Spectre.
We got 5 on 3 here.
Off the line. Good dodge from Legal there.
By Legal. For a big guy, he can move.
I believe Ambush will only throw 1. You want to keep the burden on the other team as they are down players. You don't want to give them more balls than you have to. So it looks like they might be kind of wanting to get that 5th ball, just so they are able to throw 2. There it is. So you will most likely see a 2-ball play here. So Burden is still in ambush now.
And Ambush just needs to kill time here.
Pretty much.
They don't need this win.
This is round robin, so points do matter.
Not sure what happened there.
I think Highway got caught, but also hit Gatsa. So there's a little bit of confusion there. It looks like they are counting the hit, though.
We got a minute left. Spectre cannot take this at this point. But maybe they can get some point for differential.
They might. We do have sudden death. But you can end in a tie.
Is there sudden death in round
yes.
robins? I should read that manual.
Looks like Woods going for that catch there. There is sudden death. Round robin games can finish in a tie.
So there is a possibility of a tie here. But if Ambush can stay alive for the next 35 seconds.
In playoffs, if the game is not within 2 points, they will not do round robin. Or sudden death, sorry.
Big hit by Legal on Bertrand. He's kicking himself for that. That was a hit. Yeah. Courcelle with the suicide play.
Looks like Woods was thinking.
And they did it. Spectre with 9 seconds left to go in the round. They are now going to play for the tie. And they have made this competitive with a crazy suicide play by Courcelle's. People were like, as soon as he snuck up there, he slid up right where the ball was, ran into point blank, and just flicked the ball at Riel's leg. When he was doing that, I'm sure they're wondering, what the heck is that guy doing? But it worked. So Spectre finding their legs. I'm not sure if Spectre's been playing League at this point.
Nope, this would be
their first game.
Season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So they didn't even play last Thursday? Because there was one league game.
We didn't have Thursdays because of this weekend. This week?
Oh, was that the first Thursday this week?
Thursday starts on the league, sorry.
Okay.
League starts on the 15th.
Okay. Oh, Woods. Oh, they got the trade there. Courcelle's taken out. And we got Ambush 5 on Spectre's 3. 3 deadlies, though, so we'll see. That's no block. No catch there, as Gatsa was already out. And it's just Bertrand. And that's a hit right there. And Ambush
takes it
takes
5-3.
Good for them.
I'd say that was a really even match.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Spectre took a minute to find their footing, but they managed to
bring it back.
Come back and get the win.
It is the first game of the day, so.
First game of the day. They've never played together before, so they're figuring it out. But they're all excellent players. They just need to be an excellent team. And I'm sure they'll figure it out by the end of the day. I expect to see them doing well in the playoffs.
So the next game is. Do we have the next game? Next game is Aces and Brute Force. It's going to be a great game. Have a great day, guys. Out.
welcome back for the 2026. Yeah, 2026 Dodgeball Manitoba Provincials here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, at Dakota Fieldhouse. I am Taylor Boudreau, and I'm joined here by
Ben Johnson. Hello.
Hello. It's been a while.
It's been a while. This is coming out of the long break for me. Not since clubs.
Oh boy.
2025.
Which, by the way, this Provincials, the top 6 men's teams, I believe, will go to the clubs in Toronto. Yeah. So this will be interesting. We got Aces on our right and Brute Force on our left. Both new teams, but have some veteran players on both teams, on both sides.
New franchises. Would there be some team roots?
Yeah.
Do you see any kind of cores from other prior eras?
Yeah, like especially on Aces, it's a nice mixture of some ex-Tempest players and ex-Zeo players. Off on the rush here. Gonzalez going up.
That's a big
by
shot.
Grenier. It looks like Brute Force might have missed that activation, but everybody on Ace is safe. I believe that was Campbell. Right on Billinger, straight ahead. That's the thing with Aces. They got a lot of big arms on their team and a lot of big cashers too. They're a very tough team. 2 right on, I believe. I want to say that was Williams. Right in the middle there.
Okay, now we get to see what it's like to defend. Fewer players on the left.
Ooh, quite the reach there by the middle player on Brute Force.
And I like how they're staying aggressive. Definitely the player advantage and finding a trade-off.
Just constant counters, back and forth, back and forth. That's how these teams, like a lot of these veteran players, they're going to lean on that counter attack. Especially players like Rex, Gonzalez.
Absolutely. Well, and also as you become more of a veteran player, you don't want a long drawn-out game.
No.
You don't have your athleticism to just go for days. Man.
Yeah, not much one champ could do there. Yeah. Aces are just like, let's finish this. That was about 1 minute?
My guess, their shot accuracy was very good.
Yes.
And even on-ball defense wasn't able to stop a lot of those shots. And like you said, the counterattack was, once someone's vulnerable, that's a great time to just end it.
Yeah, as well with a lot of those big heavy hits. Even if the initial one misses, they're right up there for the follow-up. Pop up. Big catch for Campbell there.
Great team awareness.
Campbell with the play call, passing on to Amador. Gonzalez just a little bit wide. Looks like it's still just warming up a bit early on in the day.
I see he's chosen the Silver Fox look. That's looking great.
It's a classic look. It looks good on him. Looks like you got a fresh cut too.
Now, amazing thing about Dodgeball Manitoba and the culture here is, like you said, there's a lot of fresh players, a lot of new talent, but just incredible how many players have maybe up to 10 years league experience now, right?
It's ridiculous. Oh, unfortunate double there. I believe that was Campbell again. Campbell's just hitting his shots.
Aces, though, keeping an advantage for player-wise. It has not been on the Brute Force end yet.
So it looks like you got 4 or 5 balls on the side of Brute Force. 2 versus 4. Tough task.
So
see if they can get it done.
Fun fact, Stacey Hewen used to talk about being not ambidextrous. It was like bidextrous.
Yeah.
It was like he has strength in the wrong arm. And I was like, that's a funny way to put it. Just like, I could throw with both arms, but neither has either the strength or combination of accuracy.
No. Just sort of flails it. But it works sometimes, though. It really does. Unless you're used to it and you can expect it, then it's not as unpredictable.
Dodgeball is definitely a sport that benefits from ambidextrous.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Just Hewen, speaking of which.
Nails his shot.
Alone with the 1 ball. Going to be a tough task. 2v1. Might be able to bring it back.
It's nice and low.
I feel like this is where Hewen shines in these moments. He can last for quite a long time. I hope this isn't going to be a commentator curse.
Well, he's indomitable. Like, he's willing to go forever. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it like would champion the term being an anchor. Just like the ability to hold out for a long game, even if it was a loss.
Yeah, oh, exactly. If anything, it limits the score differential for them, and that could help them in the long run.
In for a perfect shot.
Good follow-up there by Devlin as well. You want to get that just in case Grenier misses that one on the toes. So looks like we're looking at a 2-0, or it might be a... No, that's still 2-0. Yeah.
Also, by the way, I love that it's called the Riel Cup. I wish other provinces would name.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch to it, rather than just calling it a Provincials. Wow, big hit there by Grenier. All right, Owen with the pay call.
I'd also say their shot frequency very high.
Yes. Yes, you can tell that Aces is wanting to just get these rounds over with as quick as they can, get that score differential up.
Brilliant counterattack. Just on body instantly. I believe that Amador?
Yes, Amador. Yeah.
Amador, yeah.
Julio, yeah. He's been playing for quite a while. Been bouncing around for a little while on some teams. He was on Zeal for a while, and then found his place on Aces. And he's shining as their right guard.
Not unlike Gonzalez, got a fresh cut before the game. They're like soccer players. They're so good looking on court.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, sneaky.
I like that by Thiessen. Maybe just a couple steps forward more. Just get a closer look at it.
So tricky because you're trying to be undetected.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's those small moments where someone relaxes and they're not ready for a catch.
Oh, man.
As that was a perfectly timed shot.
That's a good effort, though. I mean, in those situations when it's a 1v, I believe it was 5, just go for the catch. At that point,
absolutely. Well, and your hit points are draining so quickly that someone else who was the first to get out to get back on could do wonders versus you at kind of end strength, right?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, pulls it.
Ooh, I like that hold. A little hold by Grenier. Tries to fake out Brillinger. It just misses it. Brillinger gets nice and low. Brute Force coming up with a throw. Four balls in hand.
Oh, and a preemptive strike. Keeps Aces with the player advantage throughout this whole match.
My goodness.
I like how Hume's taking the right wing now.
Yep. Monchamp a little bit loose there. Gets the hits. Hewen.
Great cross. There's moments where you can see kind of veteran experience, kind of knowing that person is not as alert to a cross as you'd hope they would be.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to take advantage of any time. Oh, big grab there by Grenier. That's Amador coming in.
One thing I'd say about Aces is, not that they're not mobile, but that's not a part of their game so far. It's like, so if you're throwing at them, they're, unlike some people I know, they're not flying onto the ground and kind of doing.
It doesn't work long term.
Exactly.
My goodness, Campbell,
but
hitting those early ones.
Part of it is like there's a danger of someone who isn't moving is they're happy to be a very sturdy catcher, right?
Yes.
Right on the hips, good shot.
All right, looks like a tough task here. Brute Force, 2-on-4. 4 balls in hand, coming up to the line. I'd expect a counter here. Yeah, there's a quick counter.
Goes in for it.
My goodness. See, that's the thing with Aces is that they're coming in hot right off the initial throw by Brute Force, and then they're just pounding them.
Maintaining
they're just
pressure.
Coming right in, yeah. They're not playing around. They're here to win.
And you got to expect that they're not a team that's spending 30 seconds pump faking and on the national stage. I always think of an example as hard as foam is they have kind of like the windmill effect and you don't know which single shot. This team is like, if I've got a ball in my hand, you should expect me to throw it at you.
They're very you can almost expect them to just take those counters, take those heavy hits. Yeah, like you said, they're not going to be shy about it.
And what's maybe dangerous if you're Brute Force is that can end up being a lot of sets.
Yeah.
Like if we're going to move fast and we're dominating.
I was going to say it looked like it was just the first time this game that Brute Force had the player advantage, but then now it went away pretty quick.
And I'd say neither team with a coach, correct?
I don't. Aces, I believe they do have 2 coaches.
Okay.
Big pop up. Campbell again with the hits and then drop down. Brillinger just popping off. Yeah, Aces, I believe they do have two coaches, Jenna McDonald and Jenna D. Sanch from Rogue.
They're currently occupied.
Yes. Yeah, both busy with their own team at the moment. But
I can imagine from a coaching perspective for them, with a sort of high RPM team like Aces, part of what you need as a coaching perspective is if they're not doing well, you can often do the wrong things very quickly too.
yes,
And so you can be on a good or a bad heater.
having those coaches sort of keeps them grounded sometimes, just in case they lose momentum. Oh my goodness, this is so close.
Shot
it looks like it
accuracy
just
again
lost,
and
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah. They're firing on all cylinders. Now for brute force, what would you say they would change to maybe getting things in their favor at this point? I mean, it's 4-0 for Aces. They got to change something.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say more aggression. I'd be curious as who could take more risks or attempted catches, because there's something to be if it's a slow bleed, you have to change behavior.
Yeah.
Right? There isn't just gonna lose by a few points. We are in a tournament format where you said point differential will matter.
Yeah, you want every point you can get.
But I do think it's good for some teams like this to have a wild card function where it's hey, this is where you're allowed to go nuts, or kind of have a break from pattern.
Yeah. And just as we say that, big catch there by Blake. He sort of chicken winged it, and then brought up oh, look what I got. Oh my. Yeah, it's tough with a team like Aces when they're not missing a lot of their shots.
No, and it's not inside elbow, it's outside hip and elbow, and just such a difficult catch when they're going for it, which is good that they are on brute force. Particularly, Treebeard was ready for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even on the ground, he'll take every single shot he can get.
I think what I would suggest is kind of fewer kind of quick shots, low probability. If you're mid-court and you've got 4 or 5 guys staring at you, they're ready to go. So there is go either all in or ready for a defensive counter.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it's scary. It's if you're mid-court going, no, I got to get into the attack zone.
It's tough not to be really aggressive against these guys. Again, they're following up. Yeah, I believe all 3 of those might have missed. They were very close, but stays alive. So 2v3. Let's see if they can close this out. Get a point on the board for them.
I think
Aces
a
up to the line.
lead suits Aces because they're happy to be that slightly over aggressive.
Yes.
Whereas some teams it might be play a slow, methodical game, and then when you're up quite a bit, starting to play more cavalier might be a risk for them.
Yeah, exactly.
And they lean in for the catch, so close.
Right idea, though. I mean, in those situations, just go for that catch. It's odd man play there. So swapping sides, we got Aces leading by 5-0. And I believe we go right into the second half right away. Just got to line them up because I believe, we do have the running clock. So just over 7 minutes left. In this situation, I'd say it's possibly doable. I mean, they would, again, have to be very quick rounds. At this point, for brute force, you want to get damage control. Limit
Absolutely.
those rounds.
And then particularly, it could be working on parts of your game, because I was going to say the opening rush, Aces have had such a great second advantage. Really, there's they're taking their first shot somewhat uncontested.
Well, that's the thing with Devlin too, being that runner, very very quick. So now it looks like they're trying to go for the catches on Ace's side, and they're not
on the
hitting
back
them
heels
as much.
for sure. This is I know they're first time over there so close to us, but I'm not used to them just hanging out at the back.
Yeah, you're normally expecting a rush up and then the counter push. All right, brute force on the call here. 4 balls to 2 balls. 4-on-4. See if they can get ahead here. Holes are reaching big time on that one.
And we have the player advantage over on the brute force end.
So let's see if they can get this. If brute force wants to get a good advantage going, get some quick hits here. All right, nice block by Treebeard there.
And it could be that side of the court now. The lighting is just so...
Yeah, it's the lucky side.
Big rips back and forth.
Oh, big catch by Monchamp there.
Is that a live ball? I don't think so.
I don't believe so. All right, big advantage now, 4-2.
So do we see a hail of bullets or slow? Because you do want the pace.
They got the doubles there. Oh.
That Amador hit, like backcourt right on outside shoulder. Like
Just a clear 60-footer.
balls in hand, like he just tried to twist away from it, but it was a heat seeker at the perfect spot.
Wasn't expecting it, that's for sure. Big hops. Oh!
Dangerous.
Amador. He's got that arm. Amador and Grenier. 2-on-2. Truebeard, Monchamp. Let's see what this can do.
I think one of the things that's particularly brilliant about it is,
Is that a catch?
do we have
Wow.
it? We're feeling good?
That
Yes,
was
it
a
is.
catch, yeah. My goodness. Gets down low, hugs his feet right up to his butt, squeezes it in. That's a game
Brilliance
changer.
here of Amador is his absolute quick trigger. And he's confirming that's the point on the board. Wow.
That's the first point for brute force. Took a couple minutes. They got about just under 5 minutes. Again, just damage control. See what they can do from here. If they can get a couple rounds going, get some momentum, might have a lot closer game.
Love these shoes, by the way. Take a look there. Those are.
Oh yeah, Amador, yeah. I love the little lace-up part at the top. Nice high ankle.
Big rip again, in and out of the bucket.
I'd love to know the hit accuracy for them on aces on that rush, because I feel like they hit every single time on the open rush.
It's certainly on body, even if it doesn't work out. That's one of the things at the very least you want that opening pitch, that person to be shot accuracy.
Yeah.
Funny enough, it doesn't need to be the strongest throw.
Yeah.
Because someone's in motion, they're at front, they're trying to grab a ball. There's too much multitasking for that person to be focused on kind of like a catch.
Exactly. Plus they're nice and close too. Like it's a close hit if you can get aggressive enough on that open rush.
You want kind of the cricket throw, just like north-south, just right down on body.
Just straight down. Oh, Amador threading the needle there. All right, so it looks like burden on brute force. 5v5.
One shot, good accuracy.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm always impressed whenever anybody can block with one hand. I feel like, especially for men's, it's almost more susceptible to a disarm.
Absolutely. What I think it's maybe and beyond that is the swipe.
Yes.
To like time it, and it's because it's dangerous that the ball can kind of do the walk up your arm, right?
Oh. Amador gets the throw. Catches. Oh, no catch. Did not have the 2 points of contact in time.
Meanwhile, good cross takes out Kemba.
Yeah, and I believe for those, the rule for catching for this tournament, we are going based off of the old rules.
Well, you know the meme, like, what year is it?
Yeah.
I think it applies to dodgeball tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The rules will change. Can you have two points of contact for a catch, or do you not need it? But for this tournament, you will need 2 points of contact. I believe the new rule set. Oh, nice trade. That's 2. Brute force is going.
And that's absolutely the move you do if you're brute force.
Yep, go for that trade.
And again, is go on contact. Kimball was throwing, vulnerable, so he could have pulled it in and it would have made 2v1 the other way, but still wouldn't have been game over the way his outcome ended up happening.
Oh, this one, the last one that was just on, I believe he's wearing a Kemble jersey,
Oh, okay.
but that's Tyler Blake.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming from Ambush, I believe he used to play on,
Welcome, Blake.
New addition to a new team. Again, Grenier with the big hits. Billinger, Thiessen,
Good
huge
slides.
counter.
Getting nice and low, Monchamp.
All right, looks like 3 balls on the side of Aces. Burden on brute force. Coming out to that line, getting that 2 points in a row. See if they can keep it going. Thiessen winds up. Oh, Grenier makes it look like it's no big deal.
Yeah, and you know what's happening too, right? Like it's just like that frustration is also like it's right in on body. You have a ball. Hey, he stays with it.
And he gets the catch with the ball in hand. I feel like for Thiessen on that one, maybe a little bit sooner on the counter. At that point, Grenier was waiting for it, but at that point, Grenier almost waits for any catch, so he'll go for anything.
And that was sort of in the danger zone, below shoulder. It's sort of like you want to avoid a baseball strike zone.
Yes. Yeah, like a little square. Yeah, like you said, the strike zone, yeah. Oh, wow.
And for anyone
Nice throw.
watching, like an Amador throw, it's not necessarily kind of throwing heat. It's the quick release.
Yes.
It's just your body doesn't have time to register a throw, and it's on you.
Yeah, it has a little bit of curve to it too.
Ooh, nasty.
If anything, if you know Ron Moto Sandoval,
Yep.
shout out Ron. It's very similar to his throws. Very curve-like, especially from that right guard. All right, player advantage here, Aces, 4-2. My goodness, they're just following up on every hit, on every throw.
And this particular set could have gone absolutely the other way.
Yes.
He stayed with it.
Oh.
I love it. Gonzalez maybe was kind of leaning forward, slight reach.
Yeah, so he wants that one back. Monchamp staying alive. Oh, looks like sudden
checking.
or no blocking.
Oh, we are at the end of this match.
So right now, 5-2. Aces obviously wins the game no matter what.
Yep.
Brute Force, if Monchamp can get this 2v1, 2-point differential against a team like Aces, that's a win.
Well, especially this would be the first. This is the
Okay.
first point of the second half,
My goodness.
making it a 6-2.
Well, that was quite the ending. 6-2 final for Aces. Brute Force still put up a great fight.
Yeah, talk about turning the tide.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right, now we're going to have a very small break, and then a familiar rivalry, I imagine,
Yes.
as we take a look at Dark Horse DC going up against. Oh, okay.
Oh, no, that's the
that
old
must have switched up then, because I saw a different schedule
Let's see if we
moments ago. Because the new era Dark Horse DC has switched up to the new. Oh, this is looking at the other courts.
Oh, okay. So next we do have Dark Horse and New Era. That should be
Any new arrivals to either team?
Yeah, it looks like Dark Horse did a little bit of a toss-up. They do have Mitchell Vanstone, I believe came from Tempest. Denham Dubuque, who came from Zeal. Obviously they broke up and they split off everywhere. And Sean Oko, he came from Zeal as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's
Speaking
Sean,
of 10 years in the
huge
league.
run. Oh yeah, he's an OG for sure. And then New Era, they're still sticking with their original roster. Obviously Ashley Bend, a little bit newer. I believe from last clubs he would have been with Dark Horse still. So this will be his first provincials with New Era.
Interesting. All right.
Should be a good one though.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Taylor.
Yeah, thank you for joining me. It was a great game. Yeah. All right, on to the next one.
Welcome back to the 2026 Riel Cup Dodgeball Manitoba Provincial Qualifiers for the Clubs Championship. Going to be in Toronto, May of this year. If you're familiar with dodgeball, I do not need to introduce these two teams. If you know anything about dodgeball in Manitoba, they need zero introduction. But for everyone else, take a look at New Era up against Dark Horse DC. DC being Dodgeball Club. As we are underway in this round robin match, shots fired back and forth, but no eliminations. DJ Dupasquier sends one on the left wing. No damage, but watch out that right wing New Era on defense. Calling the catch, Chartier. Good shot taking out Zeller. So we do have a player advantage on the New Era end. 3 balls. Look out for a big rip. Ashley Bend, formerly, he is going up against his former teammates. Bend now taking the right wing. Good throw, not complete. Does not make contact on body. Now Dark Horse ready to rip. Sends one back at him. Bend in Grenier. Well. I'm gonna have some familiar voices to do some retraining here. Oh, excuse me, sir. Hi, I'd like to have some commentary experience. Hello, Mr. Hewen.
I'll have to ask the expert since I haven't done this in 5 years. This is a classic grudge match. I actually came over just to watch it because I was so excited to see some top-level dodgeball. Oh, Dubuque going for that pop-up and then thinking better of it as Ferris came to punish.
He has a great job. Elbows in, hands ready.
Denim Dubuque has been a top player longer than I have played dodgeball.
There's soon going to be people that are on the court that were born after he started playing at the top level.
I think Dubuque, I believe, got to be at least 15 years now in competitive dodgeball. Oh, and a nice counter on Wu there.
And send the counters, no problem. Big player advantage, of course. Jordan in the middle there with the backwards help. Ferris, number 55.
That's right. 1/4 of the historical owners of Dodgeball Winnipeg, half of Dodgeball Winnipeg's total owners on the court at this moment.
Watch out for Dubuque. He is ambidextrous. We were recently talking about a player last match that was bidextrous, I believe is the term.
Yeah. Dexterity on the left, strength on the right, not full ambidexterity. Much more common than you think. Joshua Schmidt shares the same affliction.
And unbelievable accuracy. Nothing Ferris could have done about that one. Still a player advantage.
Denim Dubuque also held the Winnipeg record for the hardest male throw for at least 5 years until he was dethroned by the man who just hit him, Nick Grenier.
I think one of the things it's funny is his main move is his physical flexibility. I think if you think of like a Taylor Boudreau and others who just can absolutely pancake, and like, the flexibility is unbelievable.
They are phenomenal players. Physical fitness on full display today. Why it matters so much to train outside of just playing the game. Ferris snaps it off to Dupasquier, but Dark Horse already released.
Blank 2-ball block.
Dark Horse, ironically, it's a top 2 favorite for this tournament, not a dark horse.
Well, and maybe also ironically, the standard era now for the last few years is
current era is what I would call
exactly.
They've been the current era for quite a while.
We're looking at now. Ooh, good, easy blocking there by Chartier. The confidence he has is unmatched.
Agreed. A nice shot from Bend.
Love seeing Oko as well. Someone you've shouted out at a national stage many years ago.
Yeah, Sean Oko, who takes full advantage of his incredibly long arms. Big wind-up, though, which is a bit of a weakness.
Do you think I love about dodgeball in that, like, there's so many trade-offs. But like you said, like height, if you're a pitcher in baseball, it's just a pure advantage. Yeah. When it comes to this, you now have a highly exposed body or a huge wind-up move.
Right, but that power allows you to stay further back on the court. Look how Grenier never really approaches the line. He doesn't need to.
Oh, that final box there, like he could play in the zone between the kind of the women's line and the men's line
Easily.
and just happily just perform there.
Yeah, which for a while I think we noticed at the top level men's play that they weren't actually really coming past the activation line when it was time to throw. And even now they still stay a little bit back because you don't need that extra few feet. Oh, and Ferris with the no ball fake to try and protect and win.
3 players heading into the attack zone. They ready. Send one. No counters. Harder and Oko.
Ashley
Veterans
Ben,
again.
the future of dodgeball. It's incredible to think that this man is, I think, 20 or maybe almost 20 years old.
He's recently earned the term man. Yes.
Yeah, and so he's
but-
only going to continue improving, and us old guys are really going to have to watch out.
And again, I talked about it in the previous match. Just the joy watching how Dodgeball Manitoba has both kind of emerging youth and veterans.
Well, I mean, look at Kevin Harder. That is the oldest man on the court, still performing at a very high level. Just, again, goes to show how important physical conditioning is.
And like you said, there's an element, particularly to the men's game, of, shall I say, brute force. If you have the strong arm that's like a rope, quick release, there is often top-level players like that backcourt throwing rocks back and forth.
Yep.
But veteran strategy finds its way to the highest levels, as of course Harder has been coached to national teams.
Yeah, Harder, one of the most successful coaches.
Period.
Yeah.
Oko alone against many New Era players, and he rips it right on target to Grenier.
And holding 3 balls a little dangerous as soon as New Era has a ball in hand because he can reload, but it makes him vulnerable to a
Particularly
pre-counter.
here, I would absolutely expect DePeste to sacrifice himself.
Indeed.
Oh, hail of bullets coming right now. One,
See, not
two.
going to carry 3 when he's on the defense.
Confirms he is clear.
Wayne really could have punished the 2 balls in the one hand there, but he thought better of it and played discipline. Oh, nice throw there from Oko on target, but hit the ball.
If you're looking at this team, one of the strengths is the players that you're seeing on court. Another thing that prepares them well for something like clubs is the depth of their roster.
Yeah, actually, something I want to talk about while we're changing sides. You mentioned brute force being important in the men's game. I, at 6 feet, 200 pounds, am the second smallest man on my team.
Oh.
We just have a massive team physically. Absolutely massive, which is actually another thing with 6v6 and dodgeball. When you have a lot of large players, there's very little space on the court when you're all alive.
Well, as you might see with my jersey I'm sporting here, is the big monsters that the men become.
The previous era.
Shoulder to shoulder. Sometimes it could be hard to dodge out of the way.
Yeah. Well, before New Era, there was Monstars, which was the roster that kind of dissolved and many of them formed New Era and continue to be New Era. Yeah, Whiteout and YWG were also some of the super teams in between the Monstars and New Era, the current era of New Era. And Dark Horse, though, has been around quite a while. They replaced Retro as the club coached by Amanda First and Kevin Hart.
Oh, that was a brilliant cross. Speaking of last match, that was a great cross you made.
Thank you. I went to see a pitching coach so I could finally learn to aim. Anybody who's thinking about improving in dodgeball, find a baseball pitching coach. They can teach you. Oh, Ben took a hard shot there. And the nice thing about these balls is that they only sting the ego.
And as you notice, the perfect shot was it's almost at neck on bend. And so the just refraction was so hard, so fast that nearly uncatchable. Anything below that, you'd be throwing a dangerous ball on a potential catch.
At this level of play, it's very interesting that all players are expected to be good enough at catching that you don't think of anybody as a catcher.
Absolutely, yeah. And then, speaking of just kind of changing eras, and I'll use a term that you coined of the meta game. Is there
I did
really
not coin that.
kind of the catchers in the middle and the throwers on the outside. At particularly these both teams, is everyone's expected to have grips
Yes.
and be able to rip it from the backcourt.
Yeah.
if you don't have the highest velocity, it'd be maybe movement or kind of the choice of timing and precision.
I will just say something that I've learned is that if you don't have the velocity, you need to go work on your throw. Offense is the most important skill to have in dodgeball. If you just watch these teams, if there was no catching, they would all still be incredibly impressive throwers. And that's more important than just about anything. And you can just grab a ball, bounce it against the wall, watch some instructional videos, and now let's watch some great players. Oh, and because it's no blocking, Schmidt gets knocked out.
Good shots back and forth, aggression, Dubuque.
Is the ref calling then? Timeout?
Now we're at the end of the half.
Oh, I see.
No blocks. Further to your point, it escalates the value of the offense.
Well, then it must have just been not a block on Josh Schmidt there. I thought it had. No! Oh,
both brought up their feet in the strangest ways. I love the attempt to knock the ball up.
Yeah.
Keep it live. You never know if Dubuque would be ready for it.
Aaron OJ, or Aaron Olivier Job, phenomenally physically talented athlete, multi-sport. First person that I encountered that didn't wear knee pads, and when I questioned him about it, he says, I never hit the ground hard enough on my knees for it to matter because he has the strength to just lower himself at that last possible minute. Most people don't have that, and I highly recommend knee pads.
Well, and it's actually number 3 here on Dark Horse is a great example. Van Stone, kind of the next gen look for dodgeball is having the one pant, one short compression, and no dodgeball pads.
My opinion has been for a very long time that in a game where clothing hits count, form-fitting clothing should be a requirement at the top level. And we are seeing more and more men finally switch to full-on tights without shorts over them, which I think is going to be an important next step. If it saves you one hit in a tournament, it's worth it.
Burden the throw on Dark Horse. They are behind 4 sets.
Nice dodge there from Bend, and I'm enjoying how efficient these players are with their motions. We're not seeing a lot of flashy dodges, which are going to just wreck your stamina. Get enough out of the way. Yeah, see a nice little just bump back from Bend there with a scoot afterwards. When you're diving or scooching back like that, it's important to have lateral motion because the moment you fall straight to the ground is where injuries are going to happen.
Meanwhile, if you didn't know the team new era, you wouldn't know much about Grenier. And you can see tournament style. They're kind of letting him hang back, relax. He hasn't barely thrown the ball.
They're saving his arm for later, I imagine.
And you can tell part of the team strategy is kind of who's going to go high RPM, which matches.
I'd like to see more Daniel Holzer on the court. He is just, for a player who is already so good, I have watched him just skyrocket in terms of skill level. Oh, and Chartier, so close.
Well, I think one of the cool things, those of us that maybe on Dodgeball.live are just kind of watching the world stage, this guy punches his ticket. We've seen him literally all over the world. It's incredible how much of a traveling dodgeball player he is. And has joined so many top-level teams. It's like an ambassador of the sport.
We're talking about Daniel Holzer?
Daniel Holzer.
Oh, yeah. The Holzer is the #1 hoser, I'll tell you that much. And just overall great vibes guy.
Absolutely is great vibes, and that matters in the sport.
Yes.
Because it's such a reaction game that if you are throwing good money after bad, you don't want a teammate who's just absolutely kind of spiraling, right? That kind of mental performance.
Absolutely. He will keep a team in good spirits. Another person it's nice to see in good spirits is Jordan Ferris. There's a guy who had the weight of the world on his shoulders while he was a league owner, and now you can see he's free to just be a high-performance athlete, and you love to see it.
Dubuque on court again, 2 balls in hand.
Yeah. Van Stone, a recent addition to Dark Horse, is my understanding. Great player, too. He used to play on a team called Zeal, which also Dubuque was on.
Meanwhile, Yarjow, he's taking that left wing.
Oh, Dubuque faking with both arms. Dubuque is primarily left-handed, but has practiced up his right hand enough to make it quite efficient at throwing. He also does that behind the back throw, which I've never been able to figure out how to do without just wrecking my lower back.
Van Stone, just unbelievable micro movements. It's a tricky part of a pump fake is it often kind of reveals the movements, but if you can keep it to those micro movements, he didn't fully commit to a dodge, which kept him going under all that pressure.
What's incredible here is that the two players on court, Van Stone is literally half the age of his teammate, and they both move like young men.
Tabaski eliminated. Holzer, we haven't seen a dramatic moment from him on this match. So will we?
Oh, Van Stone gets taken out. I didn't even see that. Must have been a skim.
So this is watching these two players who've been on the world stage. Grenier would happily unleash his cannons.
Yeah, Grenier also a phenomenal catcher and at one point in time a pitching coach, which again I cannot recommend enough to aspiring dodgeball players. Oh, that block was so close to hitting Holzer's foot, but he lifted it up, which saved his life.
Also a great example of how, like, as a high-performing athlete, he's quite relaxed in his play. Like, it's not that he's not treating the game seriously; it's just isn't kind of using negative vibes at all. Right? You can see him just like, no, we're good.
Well, now he's arguing that. I guess the other team is insisting it was a hit, and he's pretty sure that was ground first. That was definitely a hit, though. So it doesn't matter.
He is on.
This is going to be a phenomenal matchup. We've got the raw power of Nick Grenier, which has been refined into a lethal weapon against more than a decade additional experience over Grenier over on Dubuque's side.
See, now, of any player I don't mind holding 3 balls in hand, it is Nick Grenier.
As a big boy, he's got big hands. He can do it.
It's not even just the hands. It's like his arms are so long that it doesn't seem to like bother him at all to have 2 in 1.
Yeah. Oh, nice shot that just drops right at the end there from Dubuque. Dubuque going against the idea of brute force and looking at finesse here.
It's now 3.5 minutes left in the match. I can imagine this taking the whole time.
I am actually shocked that the score is what it is. Watching this game, I didn't realize that New Era was closing the points out.
So if your team was down 5-0, what would you be saying at a time like this?
Well, our team chant is, what do we use? Brute force. If we start to lose, use more. So we would just throw harder.
And did a great job bringing the score back 2 in a row after themselves having a 5-0 disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, see, every point matters in round robin. You need that differential to get the higher seed. I'm sure New Era isn't concerned about whether they're going to be the top or the second seed, but as all winning teams do, they play hard right to the very end, regardless of the score. You can be up 5-0, you can be down 0-5, and you just have to go hard right to the end. Giving up is not allowed. I have not witnessed much in the way of giving up in my career in dodgeball, both as a player and a commentator, and the one time it happened, I didn't even realize that was an option.
Both players very good at the 2-ball block. I would say an advantage on Grenier is...
Oh, caught him sleeping. That's a very Jesse Kopit move. Actually, surprisingly, I haven't seen much of Kopit on the court this game.
No, and again, that's why we were talking about the big rosters, is you might not even realize that Lavoie has not played. Kopit has been on the sidelines as a ball retriever.
I haven't seen much of Yarjao yet either.
Yarjao had maybe one set and was just hanging on the left side and kind of no action, so it looks like he's back.
They've got a deep roster, though, and I think it's really smart. About 5-6 years ago, most of these teams were rolling with 8 players, and by the time playoffs rolled around, it was not the same level of play. And I have a lot of faith that tomorrow people are still going to be ripping it full force.
All right, let's watch the opening rush here. Eldon Wu, 0, tosses it back. Late offense, and it works.
Into both of the
2x.
Phenomenal catchers, both Holzer and Ferris, are off the court.
And doing a full retreat, no attempted catch is probably the best case scenario, that they had their backs turned and kind of making a runaway. But we mentioned Jesse Kopit, and he has had his first elim while being traded out. And he thought he was out. I think Schmidt said, no, you're good, but then he was already walked off.
There's a man who has just an exemplary attitude. He said what he believed happened, and then he listened to the ref. And can see he's not getting in his head or upset about it. Another important thing, no matter what you think you've seen, you have to just let it roll off your back, because you can kill your team's own morale, and that is not helpful to anybody. And so if you just watch both of these teams here, teams that in the past have had very heated rivalries that are having a great game against each other. They're playing high level. We're not seeing much in the way of chirping or toxicity, and you just love to see it.
Absolutely. Often misconstrued, the word ducking in dodgeball is actually letting water flow off you and not getting emotionally intense. Great shot on Klappa, and a brilliant end of the match does not count catch. So the ball was not yet released when time expired.
That's very lucky for the player who got caught.
And for the point advantage, that this is at worst what the point differential would be for Dark Horse.
So I'm actually not familiar with Zeller.
And he gets it.
Falls out.
I believe that was an eligible catch as Olivier Job making his way on. And immediately catches.
What a great way.
Call and catch. What are we saying? The wrong player went on? Or he was the wrong?
It's all right.
Okay.
What he's saying is OJ must do this alone. No help allowed. Oh, and Dupaske looking for that catch.
And it is a catch.
Before the ball died.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
No need to bring another player in. That is a stunning way to end an uncompetitive half that just ends with the best vibes. Congratulations, new era.
Oh, this has been an absolute blast from the past. Two teams I'm familiar with, a commentator I am familiar with. Love to see it.
Next up, we're going to be watching women's Nightmare versus Ragnarok.
Nightmare is absolutely killer these days. They've been around for quite a while as well now. Do you have, who's scheduled to be commentating with you for this one?
I might myself take a break. That will be a good question that we will find the answer to momentarily.
Matt Kuchevsky, the grandfather of dodgeball in Manitoba. And, while we've got this time, I'm just going to take over the mic and talk about these teams. Ragnarok is a team that formed a little while ago. They've had some time to gel. I'm a big fan of a lot of these players here. Megan McEwen is another bidextrous player like myself who had chosen originally to go with the left hand for dexterity. And I noticed upon my return recently that she has chosen to go with the strength from the right hand, which is the correct choice. I would always say that you're better off throwing hard and missing your target more often than you are throwing less hard and getting caught. We have Marlies Ayarja over on Nightmare's side, warming up in the gray hoodie. Adriana Mingo, the outgoing president of Dodgeball Manitoba, wearing number 27. We got Kayla Shala over here, also on Nightmare. Interesting to see this new color scheme. They often wore black, which makes sense because of the whole Nightmare schema. So Shala is wearing number 19. And then we've got Taylor Thorkelson over there as well. I'm having trouble reading some of these jersey numbers from the front, but luckily there's a tablet here that somebody could help me figure out how to switch to the next group. Oh, there we go. We are on Nightmare and Ragnarok, so we're good. Okay, folks, I wasn't actually planning to commentate today, but you've got me and I've got you, and I love you all. And it is a great day for dodgeball and therefore the world. And here comes Matt Kuchevsky, the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why dodgeball is played in Winnipeg at all. He helped Winnipeg Rec League develop a rule set from scratch in 2007. And then in 2015, I started Dodgeball Winnipeg using the WDBF rule set, putting all of Matt's hard work to bed. But then we brought Matt on as the basically the arbiter for what the rules will be. So any rules decisions at Dodgeball Winnipeg had to get his blessing, at least during my tenure. and he has a great attitude. He's got a great throw. He is a gem of a human being. He was a camp counselor at Camp Stevens when I attended as a child. But let's talk about the teams in front of us. Ragnarok is a team that's been on the upswing as of late. I do believe Nightmare is probably the favorite going into this game, but nothing is ever a given. We've got Kate Rogers also warming up here in the orange sweatshirt. I'm looking forward to seeing this game. The meta in the women's game has been absolutely phenomenal for years now. It's been really exciting to see strength in throws become just more valued than catches. I'd say about 10 years ago, the meta was revolved more around hanging back and looking for those juicy catches. And now the strength of these throws precludes that as a strategy. When my team, Brute Force, lined up against Nightmare last season in the open division here in Winnipeg, it was a very close game. And I noticed that we had similar play styles of just winding it up and letting her rip. Ragnarok is definitely going to have their work cut out for them. I'm seeing some really good warm-ups here from Ragnarok. It's a nice throw from Bradbury there in the warm-up on McEwen. Then we've got another good one from Desjardins. Bruno as well, a player that I love watching, a very exciting, talented player. I think you're going to really enjoy keeping an eye on her. Let me just double check what the number is there. Bruno is number 11. Number 15, Laura Collier, is actually a person that I hired as a referee off of Kijiji many years ago when I was still hired external to the community. She had a background, I believe, in soccer reffing, if I remember correctly. Nice to see her still around playing. Not even sure if she refs anymore, but if she does, love to see it. And who do we have reffing on this game today? Oh, and then over on the side there, we've got Taylor Boudreau and Matt Kluchevsky finally approaching the booth. Welcome, Matt Kluchevsky, the original president of Dodgeball Manitoba. The first.
Hello.
I'm really excited for this game. I love watching Ragnarok play. Nightmare, just a bunch of scary arms. There's more to them than that, but that's the thing that scares us the most whenever we line up against them.
You line up against Nightmare?
Yeah, in open competitive,
I don't have
the
the
B
guts.
side.
I got out of that. It was too nightmarish.
You're playing with Empire this tournament, aren't you?
Just this tournament, yes. I was just a big fan wearing the jersey. Here we go. Nightmare, Ragnarok. Oh, right off the hops.
Big catch.
That's, how do you pronounce that last name? Froze?
Is that phrase?
Phrase?
I believe it's phrase.
Phrase?
It's a turn of phrase, let's say. Freezy.
Turn of phrase was to catch the ball.
Absolutely.
And he did it excellently.
Rogers staying alive. And Shala taking a shot on Bruno, connecting.
Speaking of presidents, we got old President Mingo out there.
That's right.
The Prez. Couple more weeks in her term.
You love to see it.
Nice block there.
I believe Dodgeball Manitoba also looking for a director of events. So if anybody's looking to get involved, help run tournaments.
It could be you.
Couldn't be me as I'm a founding member, which I think...
I meant the viewers.
Oh, I see.
The listeners.
Right.
Does that mean it can't be me either? Let's talk about this later.
Oh, right.
Dodgeball.
I might be wrong. Maybe we are.
Ragnarok with 4 balls. They are down 4 players to 6.
Something you'll notice, very standard strategy. You get the balls into the corners. We call those players locally guards, but typically you'll hear them called the corners or the wingers.
That's the incorrect term, Stacey Hewitt. They are called guards.
That is what we call them, yes.
We are here in Winnipeg.
That's right, and the reason we call them guards is because they guard their players. So you'll notice that Charlotte Thorkelson's job is to try to stop some of the players from throwing and to punish the other team when they take shots on their own players. And we call them guards because it's agnostic as to where the ball is held. If you count across the court, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those are the positions when we refer to the player in, say, the number 2 or the number 3 spot. So guards are typically in 1 and 6, but there's no reason they couldn't be in 2 and 5 as they once were. Oh, 2 good blocks from Shala there. And as they line up to throw, you'll see that they're going to huddle, they're going to come up with a plan, and then they're going to let her rip. So Shala sends a bit of a fake there.
The hit on Grenier.
Yep, the 2 centers making the shots as the guards protect.
Namir's being very methodical here, picking them apart one at a time.
Mingo with that nice drop shot there. You'll notice her throws go straight and a little high, and then at the last moment drop down. Very difficult to protect, you see. Charlotte did something similar, hitting on the top of the shoulder.
And they got one left. They might have a perfect round here.
Could be. Flawless victory if this doesn't go their way. Is that Julie? No, that's not Desjardins. Oh, there's 2 Desjardins. That's why I was confused. So this is Julie Desjardins. And see, wrist shot coming from her there. Both hands on the ball to block. Good blocking form with the thumbs tucked behind. Finger shots. Shots that connect on your finger while you're holding the ball do count in this format. Got some good velocity on those. Most of that power coming from the wrist. For anybody looking to learn how to throw, the wrist is one of the most important parts, not your shoulder. Nice throw connecting to the ball there of Thorkelson. Thorkelson just got an absolute cannon for an arm.
Big throwing family.
Oh, that's right.
And her husband,
Colin
Bouchard,
yes,
on Apex. They just got wacky throws. You don't know what they're going to do. And there it is. Finish it off. Perfect round for Nightmare. 1-0.
And Nightmare coming out swinging. However, not a quick victory in that round. Ragnarok fought till the very end. They're having a little discussion between the referees. Not sure what that's all about.
They like to talk.
It's important.
You got to make plans.
Absolutely. And speaking of Mr. Bouchard there.
Oh, there he is.
Wearing the penny for the ball retrievers. If you see somebody with one of those blue pennies around their neck, they are the dedicated people to retrieve the balls that are outside of bounds.
Thorkelson kill off the rush right there. That's how you do it.
The ball retrievers, you may hear us call them shaggers colloquially, are only allowed to touch the ball after it is clearly out of bounds. Cannot be touching any of the lines or inbounds, and they're still not allowed to interfere with the player if the player is reaching out of bounds. Thorkelson and Shala having a little talk there. I don't know how they're doing that. I can't hear that far across the court. It could be my severe tinnitus, who knows. There we go. Big fake from Yarjo, but she holds the ball, passes it off into the guard. Typically with 2 balls in hand, a team will pass the balls off into the corners. Shala, they're getting targeted hard. Ragnarok choosing to throw out the balls rather than the players who are empty. We've got Noel on court now.
Jarnay with the hit on Thorkelson there. Great shot.
That's right. The perfect game ends with that moment. Got 2 very close blocks there on either side. These balls all going on target, which is what you want to see. Accuracy is so important. Mingo taking a shot there, but then it being dodged. And now we've got 4 balls from Ragnarok.
Pre-counter, takes out McEwen.
Rolled up her arm. The ball is not dead until it hits a dead object, such as the floor or another dead player, and so it can still hit you after you block it. But you can still catch the ball until it actually touches a dead object and dies. The WDBF rules, fantastic rule set. Slowly but surely, the cloth and the foam formats are aligning in terms of rules. We are playing with foam. These balls are made by Joylight. They're about 140 grams, give or take, about 8 grams. And they have a rubber coating. You may be familiar with brands such as Rhino Skin, but these ones are literally just World Dodgeball Federation.
America's got new balls. I tried out an American ball.
What do they
on
use?
Tuesday. It's a different style. It's a little grippier.
Who's making it?
More durable. Oh, I forget the brand. I should know that, but
I hope it's not.
I liked it. I would be worried that using the American ball, the ball game would get too fast because I could throw it way faster.
Interesting. I liked the rhino skin balls were interesting as they had a better balance throw at the ball rather than these ones which carry most of the weight in the center. It made them harder to catch and allowed them to have a little more dynamics in the air. Nothing wrong with the balls that we're using though. Nice thing, very safe. The injuries in dodgeball tend to be from dodging.
Oh, they got a violation there, burden violation. A Nightmare is only gonna have all 6 balls, but they only got 2 players against Ragnarok's 3. So let's see what they can do.
So you have 10 seconds to throw, and if your team lets that time expire, you have to give all the balls to the other team, which is what just happened.
They're able to get 1 with Descharnay.
Yeah, Descharnay was communicating to the ref that she did not hear the count.
It's very loud in here, very echoey.
Nightmare making great use of that 6-ball advantage. The hardest part of that is that they can throw with impunity for at least the first shot, sometimes even 2, depending on how the first shot goes. So Ragnarok lost their 3-player advantage there by that burden violation. We call that a violation? I don't know. That seems like a strong word for just letting the timer expire.
Wow, Nightmare able to pull it off.
Absolutely.
Came back.
So Ragnarok there had taken, say, a lead in the round, but Nightmare able to swing it back. Ragnarok is definitely in this. They're in it to win it. They've got the potential for it. They can tighten up a little bit. I think in that case, they either needed to make a play call a little sooner or somebody just needed to take a pot shot to reset the timer since they also had a ball advantage too. And as much as I don't recommend it, if it feels like the timer's running out and no play is being called, just rip a ball at the other team and reset the burden. Even if your team still has burden, you only have to send 1 ball before it resets the shot clock. Thorkelson there misses the block. Blocked a little too soon, and it looks like it hit her in the arm.
So for allocations for club championships this year, the women's side will get 3 teams heading up to the A tier, and they'll have 1 team heading up to the 2nd tier.
Oh, I didn't realize
club
it was
championships.
That's
so
fantastic.
The top 4 teams at this tournament will all get invites to the club championships.
And when does that happen?
That will be in April in Mississauga.
Very cool.
Which is just outside of Toronto. It's in May, of course. I'm the one who booked it. I should know these things.
Do we know when in May?
14th to 17th. May 14th to 17th.
Club championships are where the teams sign up with their club, not chosen by a selection committee.
They are in PEI.
Interesting.
Yeah,
not
all
here.
Provinces decide how they select the teams, but most teams do tournament style. But I believe PEI is still running a selection process, and I think it works for them.
Wozni was hitting the knee there.
Team.
Rogers
with the block.
Yep. Went for a fake, then also when she was about to throw, held back, went for the block, and unfortunately wasn't quite quick enough getting those balls in the way. Mingo's shot goes a little high.
It's Mingo versus the world. Bounce shot.
Bruno is going for the catch. They've got the player advantage to do that sort of thing.
Dodge 4 balls here, and she does not. She also touches the line.
So that brings it to be 2-2. Is it 2-2 now? No, 2-1. That's what I thought. There we go. Lining up. We've got a great game. Nice and close here. Nightmare was hot out the gate, but Ragnarok seems to have rallied.
Quick rush by Rogers. She's got the speed.
So fast. And then the ball has to travel behind that green activation line before it can actually be thrown to knock a player out. If you do throw it before it is activated, it just doesn't do anything. And amusingly, a non-activated ball, I don't believe revives a player if it's caught either, which I think it should. to be good punishment. Got Grenier knocked out there.
An unactivated ball, if it was caught,
It doesn't
it
revive
doesn't
the play.
revive what?
It
I
should,
think it'd be a
though.
real rare scenario if they have a person out by the time the ball was activated.
That's a great point. I still think that it should
Would
be
it
there.
be? I'm pretty sure it's an out for the person who threw it. Though.
I don't think you're out if you throw it.
If you throw it, if it's not activated, you throw it, it's a catch.
No, it's a dead ball. I don't believe that's the case, but we'll leave that for another time as Shala gets knocked out. We've got 4 players for Nightmare against the 4 of Ragnarok. Ragnarok survives the incoming attack. You'll notice the ball retrievers there for Ragnarok pass it forward and then pass it in rather than trying to pass it in from the back. Which is, big catch.
by Freeze. Just barely, almost touches the line there, but
Yep.
our line refs did not see a touch, so they will keep playing.
Another 2 really close throws there on Desjardins. Ragnarok coming up with a plan, moving back onto the offense.
Whoa.
Now Fraze sends a little pre-counter there to keep Ragnarok honest. And this time it's Ragnarok's turn to send a little pre-counter. That didn't pan out for them. Throwing a ball right before the player that you think is going to throw is a great way to catch somebody when they're not ready to be defensive. But unfortunately, you have to read it right, otherwise you've just given up a ball. And Fraze gets hit on the left side. Oh, Yarjao almost with the pop-up catch. Noel giving the big fakes there, trying to make sure that.
Oh, interesting.
Now with the 4 balls in hand and 4 players against the 1 of Ragnarok, Nightmare looking to be in a very good position. They sent
Sylvie Deschardin here is the last one.
2 balls for Nightmare. You notice before passing it into the corner there, they're prepared just to have the player ready to threaten an attack. It's important to make sure that you're able to defend before you get the balls into the correct positions. Sylvie, very talented player. Holding the fort against the 4 Nightmarish players. Going to send a ball at Rogers. That's a great way to ensure that Rogers isn't free to take a counter, as she does. And Desjardins gets the blocking ball into position just in time. That's right. She's got a target for sure, and it's the ball. And throwing at a ball is also a good way to make sure you don't get caught. Nice hard throws, though, which is very important, especially when the last one left, because you can't coordinate with a teammate to throw 2 balls, which is a great way to ensure you don't get caught by doubling up on a player.
He's in trouble here with Deschardin.
Yarjar went for a bit of a greedy catch there, having to jump for it and still be near her shoulders. Wozni discussing with Rogers, passing the play along to Noel. Another important thing to do for communication. Yep. So you sent 1 high, 1 low, so she blocked high and got hit low. Communication on the court is not as simple as just discussing the play. It's also passing it down in a loud gymnasium. You definitely want to make sure that the players in the center are relaying the call to the players on the corners, which you watch Nightmare do there. If you're trying to learn from this game, that's an important thing to do. And I'll say it again, if you're considering getting into dodgeball and you don't know how to throw, find yourself a pitching coach. Baseball has them. They're transferable 100%. Just learn how to throw like a baseball pitcher and then learn the rest of the game afterwards. Nightmare not losing any players from that initial volley. There we go. Got Bradbury knocked out. Thorkelson communicating with Shala, I believe, as to who's going to get to take the counter. And Shala takes the counter on Bruno, and he goes a little wide. Faking is also an important thing that you can do when you have a ball in hand. Oh, nice shot right on the toes. You can fake at a player who is about to throw and try to stop them from throwing to maybe reduce the number of balls that are incoming towards your team without losing one on your side. Rogers in a battle of wits there with Bruno. Both players big fakes that they're selling really hard, trying to get the other player to release. Or to at least hold on to their ball if it looked like they were going to be the one throwing. You're trying to bait them into getting off of their strategy.
Big hit by Mingo.
That's right.
Mingo is a master of timing her throws.
That's right, and her shots go nice and straight. She's typically on target, which is also super important. Bruno there with, again, another nice low shot, hoping to take out Rogers the way she took out Shala. Ragnarok back on the offense with the one-player advantage. Now, burden to throw goes based on which team has more balls. If both teams have the same number of balls, then it goes by which team has more players. If you have the same number of players, then it goes in turns. So whoever threw, then the other team has to throw. Right now, since they have a player advantage, Ragnarok will be required to throw. But now that Nightmare has the higher number of balls, they have burden to throw. And the single ball for Ragnarok put into Bruno's hands. They're definitely concerned about Bruno getting targeted. Big flashy dodge there. Lots of movement, going across half the court to get out of the way of all of those shots. Two shots, both on target there for Rogers, but Rogers survives. Coming up, we've got Ragnarok with 4 balls in hand and 4 players. Mingo's definitely going to feel the pressure, but the balls actually go towards Fraze.
Got a line violation on Fraze.
Oh, that's so upsetting.
10 seconds left in half.
So when balls collide from opposite directions, oh, Mingo gets caught. Leaves Rogers alone.
Rogers v. the world.
Rogers is going to have to use all of that talent to overcome a 4-on-1 disadvantage here, starting with all 3 balls in hand.
No block.
Yeah, we can assume that she's probably going to try to send one to prevent from having all 3 balls sent towards her. Nope. And she gets hit.
Taken out.
In no blocking, very obviously you are not permitted to block, so if a ball in your hand gets hit, it counts as part of your body.
Absolutely. I gotta go. I gotta play a dodgeball game.
Oh, geez.
So now it's time for my every tournament declaration that the Team Nightmare and the Team Dark Horse are the same team name. Have a great day, everybody.
Sort of. I would say they are slightly different. A Nightmare is, yes, a female horse that appears in your dreams, and a dark horse can be of any gender and doesn't have to appear in your dreams. Also is a turn of phrase, which means a unexpected high value player in an event. But given their performance, Dark Horse is not a dark horse. And I believe we have Ben returning. No, he's still on break. Okay. I guess I am alone now. I think we're alone now. It's all right. I once did an entire 14-hour day with no co-commentator. So I'm going to start talking about Ritz crackers. Just kidding. I'm going to talk about the game we've got right in front of us. We've got a fantastic group. 3 points for Nightmare, 2 for Ragnarok. Ragnarok losing that exchange. But with 4 balls in hand, they're going to be looking to even things up. And one thing that's really nice to see. I'm sure he was me there. The big dodge staying alive. I think I heard somebody yell Stace, but I don't know who or where. Oh, right on the top of Thorkelson's back. There's a great reason to put topspin on your ball. It will cause it to drop a little further into the throw, which allows you to hit players that are getting small behind their ball. And Noel there misses the block. And the ball rolls over to the Ragnarok side. Ragnarok with a very strong looking round. You know, given how round 1 went, you would think that it would have shown that they were at a big disadvantage, but all it really did is light a fire under them. They tighten their game up. Oh, I see. It's Christopher Glass. Christopher Glass of the Chris Glass Memorial Cup fame. Asking if I'm playing. I am playing, but I am also on the mic unexpectedly. And so, Chris, if you want to hop on, as long as, yeah, just remember, be polite, use clean language, talk about the game in front of you. Nightmare actually having a nightmare of a round right now. They've only got 2 players, and they have yet to take out a single Ragnaroker. Oh, and Wozni there with the rotation and the dodge, which unfortunately doesn't really help. It might feel like it'll help you get out of the way, but rotating actually just gives your back or your side.
No, you should never rotate.
That's right. Face your enemies.
Face them. Face that fear.
They never turn fully around.
No.
Yeah, which is not what we witnessed there. We're just giving some advice at this point. Yarjo with a great example of when it is a good idea to go laterally. She was doing that to get faster lateral movement, but she kept her face forward. Yarjo now actually probably, I would say, be well advised to just play a little bit loose. You don't want to run the clock when you're only down by 1 point, right? Oh, and there we go. But we've got still a decent amount of time with these 40-minute games. I'm going to have to actually hit the road in about 10 minutes and start preparing for my own game.
I got 20.
Beauty. Yeah, well, we both do, but I think we both got to leave to get ready in about 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
10-ish minutes.
So we're playing full regulation time here in the women's division. So that's 40 minutes split across 2 20-minute halves, which each end in a no blocking without the clock running. Oh, Fraze goes for a catch while having a ball in hand.
It was a good try.
It was a good try. When dodging is always the best thing. Then if they read your dodge, go for a block. If you don't have a ball in hand and they read your dodge, that's when catching is a good idea.
Pray to the catching gods.
Exactly.
Oh, solid hit.
And that's what Fraze did there, was just prayed for the catch. So Nightmare now, 4 on 6. Ragnarok with the momentum. They've knocked out Desjardins, which is going to feel good, bring it to be 4 on 5. And despite the fact that a 1 or a 2 player disadvantage at this point isn't really that big of a deal, at least hitting somebody can help bring your team back into it, given that
slight edge. And there we go. That's a good one.
Yeah. Wozny's ball blocked by Bruneau. Some real zest on that throw. Whatever happened to Zest soap? I haven't heard about Zesty forever.
This is Zest soap.
Right?
I feel like it's probably being sold at like Dollarama now.
Oh, God.
But I do remember it.
The only
quite
zest
fondly.
I want to see is Zesty throws.
Zesty throws all day.
Indeed. Spicy even.
The spicier, the better.
Put a little English on it. There we go. Bradbury there ducking behind McEwen. McEwen calling out some instructions. Oh, Bruno there with a throw, and then a pretty wild dodge, keeping herself alive. Using the arms to create momentum. Oh, and a nice collaboration there between Bradbury and McEwen. Bruno then sends the ball over to the other corner. Nightmare having swung this from 4-on-6 to 4-on-3. Haven't lost a single player with 3 kills now.
They're doing great.
Absolutely. With the match tied, I feel like Nightmare going into this round without the momentum has the harder job. And Bradbury there, unable to block.
Finger block.
Yeah, one day we will allow finger blocks, but it is not this day. And there we go. We've got DJ DePasquier ball retrieving there for Nightmare. His partner, Rodlin, is on the team, but I believe not playing right now. Not playing this tournament. Sitting on the bench, supporting her fellow teammates.
Fun fact, I used to live beside DJ and Rodlin.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we were neighbors for a bit.
Oh, cool. And now we've got McEwen and Bruno calling out a plan. McEwen unable to collect that 4th ball.
Oh, solid hit there.
I said it before, watch Bruno. Very exciting player to watch. The talent is there, but also just like the flashy dodges, the great throws. You notice that she keeps them nice and low and has all the strength behind them. There we go. We got President Mingo.
President.
That's right.
President Mingo.
After Wozni forces McEwen to block high, Mingo takes advantage of the balls being up high and then hits McEwen on the shins. That is great teamwork. A nice little delay. Between the legs.
Solid hit.
Wozni has no balls. Her only choices are dodge or catch. What is she going to go for? She goes for a dodge. Dodging low is the safest place to dodge too. The lower you can get, the better. It is a very difficult place for an opponent to put a ball.
Whatever you do, don't smash your face into the ground.
Yeah, your face should again stay up facing your opponent.
Yes.
Always face your enemies. Bruno there taking some deep breaths. Very important. And then a nice, went for the catch. That was an interesting decision. She was empty, so what more could she have done, right? If your opponent has read your dodge and you have no ball in hand, your only option is to try to trap it against your body.
Absolutely.
Heartbreaking though, because she was putting on such a ludicrous display.
Those
that
dodges, man. Like, I couldn't move like that even if I tried.
I mean, you are twice the size of that person.
This is true. This is very true. I'm a large man.
Yeah, but that gives you an advantage in the catching category, though. Every body type has its advantages in dodgeball, which you're going to notice. The bigger players are going to have advantages in the length of their arms and the larger catching basket.
I have started to learn to absorb the ball.
Absolutely. Being nimble never hurts, but you don't need to be nimble to play dodgeball.
I'm a lot nimbler now than I used to be.
That's right.
I used to just starfish everywhere.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it before in the previous game, but physical conditioning is so important for any athletic venture. Anytime you can put it into the gym, whether it be strength training, agility training, pitching coach, working outside of actual game time is of the utmost importance. And Nightmare has been together since before the pandemic. So they've got lots of experience and practices under their belt. When you go into a dodgeball practice, you need to just focus on one thing, one skill, And like a video game, you'll have one more skill point by the end of that practice. And then you come to a tournament, and the time for learning is over, and it's time to put those skills to the test. And we're watching right now as Ragnarok, with 4 players and 3 balls in hand, goes on the offense. Now they've got all 4 balls on their side in hand. Nightmare sending a counter after Ragnarok throws, but not connecting. So Ragnarok will have 4 players and 3 balls against the 5 players Nightmare. So Nightmare is going to have burden. It's not the number of balls in hand. Oh, Desjardins, the ball going up into her glasses. Now, since you've got foam glasses, since you've got foam balls, glasses are actually quite safe in dodgeball. I wore the same pair of glasses for 5 years before they broke.
I don't wear my glasses when playing. Well, I mean, I don't wear my glasses in general, but I've seen glasses break, and it's heartbreaking when that happens.
It is, but I mean, goggles come with their own disadvantages. I believe Noel is wearing goggles. Unfortunately, it does restrict the peripheral vision.
Yes.
Which is the main reason that I got laser eye surgery, and I highly recommend it. You only need to take a month off of a game like dodgeball if you get it. So do it during the off season. Oh, and that was a little pot shot from par there at Shala, but it went short. Now, in dodgeball, you are required to place the ball within a meter of your opponents, or it can be declared an invalid throw.
Oh, really? I did
yes.
not know that.
It's about intent, though. If it looks like you're trying to hit the opponent and you went wider than a meter, they're not going to call invalid. So it is a little subjective. There we go. Rogers there getting hit by that 2-ball play.
Some of my balls sometimes are just way off into the distance, and it's like, oh, where was that going?
Right, but when you're trying to, say, kill a timer and you're worried about getting caught, there we go. Parr getting hit there, I believe, on the forearm, leaving just McEwen alone. Megan McEwen ready to let her rip, and so that was a really good example of using a fake to create a dodging situation. I'm actually surprised that hit you, Arjo. I would have called that safe if I was reffing, which is why I'm not a ref.
Man, I've been refed in years.
Yeah, we put in our time.
I did at the beginning, yeah.
Oh, and McEwen there left vulnerable to a rush counter. So in a 2v1 situation, Pendulum was a play that was very popular for a time, a little less popular these days, but what happens is, so you've got 2 players on one side and 1 player on the other. The 2 players, assuming that they each have a ball in hand, the player directly across from the solo player is going to hang as far back as possible to drive that player, or to draw the player in close, while the other player is going to sneak up and try to create that rush counter from the side situation, try to take advantage of the follow-through on their throw. Very difficult to deal with, as you see. McEwen wasn't able to find a way around the pendulum. And the reason it's called a pendulum is because if the solo player slides over to one side, then the person directly across from them changes, and that's the person who then hangs back. McEwen there, unable to block the ball, passes the ball into Collier.
It might be about that time.
Yeah, I think somebody is going to need to recruit Ben. I'm just going to wave at him until he notices me, so that he gets over here. I'm going to do the fishing rod motion now.
Fishing rod.
Ben, we're trying to reel you in. Ben.
Let's go, Ben.
Ben. We need you, Ben. We're leaving. We want to see what happens in this game, but we both have to play.
It's all you, Ben.
Alrighty. It's been a fun time, folks.
We might be back.
Here's
later.
the person you're all actually here to hear.
We just experienced a walkout, not a Manitoba whiteout. What a match we've been taking a look at here on the far end. They say they are a nightmare going up against Ragnarok. So close back and forth. Finesse throws have been doing it here. Now 1v4. So close. Agile move, staying out of the way. Big player advantage. Only 3 balls though. And they were perfectly placed. Shoelace throws. Bruno is eliminated. 6 points to 3. Advantage coming on the second half here for Nightmare. It was so close so far. And so one of those teams that you can see in Nightmare that persistence pays off. Slow and steady rhythm. Dropping shot after shot. Good toss backs, both sides. Different throw styles, and the victors on this one were Nightmare. Shots fired back and forth, eliminations on both sides. 2 outs apiece, 4v4. Quick into the line, Nightmare send one, no counterattacks, a late throw. Yards are targeted, and folks checking in, confirming we're clear. Burn the throw back on Nightmare. They ready, set, and one off-ball target, off-body target. We're back, baby. We're watching Dodgeball.live. Riel Cup 2026. Women's division right now. Fairly square opponents here. Second half has been very good to Nightmare as Ragnarok ready, sets, and delivers 2 near target, just getting out of the way. So they fire into the middle. Getting that ball, retrieving very quickly. Play call. 3 into the attack zone. Send 1 wide of the winger, or the guard if you prefer. The corner if you're watching from some parts of the United States, which I hope you are. Like, subscribe, become a member. Ready, and 2 brilliant throws, both on target, as Wozni is limbed. Player advantage here for Ragnarok. They have stopped the momentum of Nightmare, and they are looking to build on their own. And 2, similar play, trying to go for 2 on target. Yards are getting out of the way though. Shots exchanged back and forth, and it's par as the elimination. Speaking of par, here 3-3. Watch 2 on ball here, and they are not throwing. Number 20 on the right side, sharing with teammates. They're ready to deliver. 1 throw. Stared down. Ball's coming at me here as Descharnay is eliminated. Grenier on the right. Might be the target. Is not. A shout out there. One of the kind of strong play performances here, I'd say, is Thorkelson. Something you'll note, very good at just staring down opponents. You don't have to be insanely mobile, flopping around. Being able to kind of watch the ball in and out and know when to react. When to make the shot as she sends it right on target right now. Glad we had that spotlight moment. Now 3 players to 1 advantage. Madison Bradbury going solo. Tries to make it a winnable game here. Takes 1 player out. Going small as you can get. And of course the focus and throw too high. So something to be said here from the color commentary is doing the exact same move. Let's see if it pays off again. 2-ball block works. It is so hard to hit her as a target, especially with 2 balls in hand. She is throwing from kind of that deep court. Pretty tough to get in a limb deep court, so she's playing a great survivor game. Did have the earlier hit to make it 2-1. Big rip, wide of target. Yeah, Joe doing a good job getting out of the way of that. 2 balls apiece for your Manitoba Nightmares. And they make it happen. Slowly and surely, yet again, within the match here, you can see so many times Nightmare, methodical, slow and steady, and it's doing it for them. Ragnarok had the chance at that point, and it slowly slipped away. Now 7-3. We are at the end of the second half, so congratulations, Nightmare, for the win. But we're in a tournament, so let's make sure to see how point differential ends. +5 or +3? And a hail of bullets takes out Thorkelson, bobbling the ball in the middle. Right now Ragnarok, that's Sylvie Deschamais, hides back. McEwen protecting teammates, slow to retreat. Shot clock counting down. Good throw and a follow-up dodge by Alicia Knoll. Rocking the sports glasses. I'm jealous. Big throw, Fries. Unique delivery, and that might have been a contributing factor there to taking out McEwen. They had elbow in and sidearmed it. If you don't bring the heat, you must have unique release. They're squared up, last to throw here for Nightmare. Ringo sends it, delivers, great shot on target, and even gets the ball back. Bonus, Fries being good. Oh, and I think that might have been a hit, and it was. Taking out Rogers. Fries now ball in hand, joining Wozni. Big throw and no limb, but big smiles. Burden back to Ragnarok. Shot clock counting down. And out of the mitts. Elimination now. 3v3, and then out of the pocket again, Parr. Goodbye, take your seat, off the board. Pump fake, and brilliant accurate throws here. Wozni gets it, and they get the refund for their ball. We've been here before, 3v1, but this is now no blocking. So the previous move of getting so low and ball blocking will not work. As we can see, her defense there really depended on the ball block. It's a lifting it up in the air, exposes her whole body, and that elimination makes it a win 8-3, so congratulations Nightmare versus Ragnarok. Next up, we're going to be watching a men's match again, the battle of the A-teams, being Aces and Apex. Aces we saw earlier in the day, Apex, the longest continual men's franchise in Manitoba. So let's see how they perform this year. Welcome back to the 2026 Riel Cup here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. You're listening to Ben Johnson and watch two interesting rivals here. Apex, they've been playing for many years together. Great team, high energy, great vibes. And then Aces, some veterans, some new players. So a new franchise, but not a completely new team. You might have watched the Aces earlier today. They had a decisive victory. They're, I would describe as a high RPM team, not necessarily high mobility, but incredible shot accuracy. I would expect from Apex more of that mobility, movement on the court, maybe coordinated. These mighty Ducks over there. And you might be wondering, is that some tie-dye? And yes, it is. A team that has had the record provincially and nationally for a number of ties in the tournament. I've advocated for their slogan to be always tie, never die. Maybe tie hard with a vengeance. So, Aces, ready to go. And we're seconds away from getting this match underway. Get ready for the opening match on that near end. The Beauty Blues, Holzer, Gonzalez, sending it fast. Advantage slight for Apex, and I believe that is their first elimination, taking out Grenier. So player advantage over to Apex, but ball advantage. Aces, 4 balls in hand, 1 thrown, taken out. One Apex player, here we go. Good work. Justin Tran is eliminated, as is Kendall. Quick, decisive moves. Watch out for JDT in the goggles, holding up the wing. He is not the target, and new to the team, not new to the dodgeball scene. Brings in a brilliant catch. Welcome to the screen, Greg Pacheco. See, and something I would say from dodgeball catching, there's kind of 2 main types of catches to work on. Is Falk is eliminated, and a decisive player advantage here for Aces, for Apex over Aces. Big throw, missing wide, is either being able to catch the quick reaction or staying with it. In football, they have yards after catch. I would say catches after contact, just that ability to either stay with it, leave it hanging, have it bounce off a teammate. Big move as we see a team catch at play here. A catch brings them back, and another catch ends it. Great work. It's so tricky. You can make what was a fantastic shot right on body. It's flying forward, but just unbelievable commitment to go and get it and bring it in. Now a point on the board here for Apex. Let's see if Aces can reset things. Good throw again, but better block. Grenier, double eights. Something to be said. If he was attempting a throw himself, that would have been a clear, decisive out because he would have been so exposed. But kind of having that presence of mind to go, hey, we are so far out of the opening rush that I need to protect. It's a good secondary reaction on his part. Balls are flying back and forth. No contact being made in the last little bit here. Player advantage for Apex. Taylor Quadro in the middle there. He's not the thrower. That's Fondell, JD. Aces send one right on target. Wow. Elimination. Mentioning him for the first time, John Ferreira, player of the game, player for many years. Quadro, he likes to get small, but that was not small enough. Great throw, great performance. Again, we talked about earlier, start of the game, like the Como and others with just unbelievable shot accuracy. Staying alive. Bailey talking with teammates. 4 men, a ball apiece. They ready, set, deliver one, pump fake another. No connect. On Holzer, he's joining with his teammates. Big throw, Como, miss. Back and forth, and the counter up, the counter connects on Bailey. Good pressure by JDT. No action though. Shot clock counting down. Falk staying alive. Rocking the self-tie bandana. And Grenier is targeted by JDT and the limbs. One player advantage here, giving the burden to Aces. We're saying it again and again. Amazing shot accuracy as Justin Tran is eliminated. 2 balls in hand by each of the Apex men. They ready, set, deliver one. Holzer seems to be a ace target here again and again. Rex Gonzalez hanging back. Is there a shadow catch opportunity? We'll see. Ooh, that ball had some serious movement on it, but kind of went too high and then too low. Any action. And that ball in hand was not being able to be used, as I think that perfectly placed on the inside elbow. Now 1v4. Bouchard alone. Captain Bouchard. 3 in hand, sends one. And a team catch! We talked about it earlier. Catches after contact win back-to-back sets. Hey, we were talking about that this could be a very fun match to watch, and so far it is unbelievably delivered, not just in the form of an even score. Pacheco has a brilliant throw. He has nasty movement on his throws. One time I was on screen and Mitch was commentating. We got to see one of Greg Pacheco's greatest throws doing the reach around, as he and his teammates ready to deliver another on-ball target. Somehow that ball had the ability to go around my body and tag me on the backside. And something we talk about, if you're not bringing heat, you better bring finesse. Put some cheese on that fastball, or it better be nasty, especially with these teams here. We're locked up, advantage Apex. It's their burden to throw. Ferreira, fresh arm. This is all day, every day. Pacheco, ball goes up and is unretrievable. Feel like at any moment it'll like fall on my head. And we have reset with the new ball. Amador has a rifle of an arm. He is taken off as Pedro brings him in. Catches win matches. We have a full court here of Apex men. 1-2 missing, but a line out happens. Falk now taking that left side with Como. So far this match, Como's had some unbelievable snipes. Falk rips it, and a crosser, here we go. Como takes one. I don't know if Ferreira knew it was coming for him, but these Apex men might be coming, and they are for Como. Off-body throw. Each of the Aces men holding 2 balls in their hand, ready. Send one in, another glove. Oh, so close. Bailey on the second or third reaction almost had it, to the point maybe the teammate couldn't help them out. Shot clock counting down now against Apex. They send 1, they send 2. Falk is a limbs, now 1v4. Bouchard rips it early. Pedro, that's that physical fitness on full display here. Somehow being able to mid-air get as thin as a sheet of paper. is as tall as a Manitoba mountain, but look at him. Just unbelievable movement. 3v1, a minute and 20 seconds left in the half. Men's matches are a little bit quicker for this tournament. Good ups, Como. Seeing his face, if you get an angle, just great court awareness, very alert. Lots of balls for him to work with. Shot clock counting down against him. And great throw, taking out Aaron Sang. Bouchard, Pacheco remaining. He's cut down half of his opponents in the last 20 seconds here. He gives them the ball back. Ideally, you're swiping it or snuffing it out, but staying alive is the most important part. Big throw, maybe a little bit of fatigue. And don't worry, that's a valid throw. Oh, hail of bullets. First one gets it done. Como needing to kind of make it clear because it was just the tiniest of slices there, skimming him. And we are at the end of the first half. We're close enough, so we are going into no blocking. I would say this might give Aces a bit of an advantage in that their primary play style has been rifling shots. And the sneaky, more finessing Apex decided to rifle themselves. And we're clarifying a double out. Ball apiece. We're going to see two. We're going to see one. No counterattack. Boudreau quickly in an athletic position, ready to go, waiting for teammates. Checo, JDT. And it is a brilliant, calm, cool, and collected catch by Como. Call him Como right now. Oh, some dispute or some clarification. Good shots, good limbs. 4v5, ball advantage for Aces. Could be any one of these men. Preemptive throw, does not connect. Resets the shot clock. Patient play call. Amador has a pretty fresh arm. I'd watch him. He and a teammate send it on the wing. Taking out Tran. 4v4. Apex pull away with a bit of a lead, or will the Aces bring it back? See, I would wonder if these Aces, man, they could just rely on just throwing ropes, frozen Manitoba ropes, and just clocking their opponents. So something as a West Coaster I'm not used to is using minus and plus to describe weather. We've got some plus arms here on the Aces end. Just unbelievable as Folk taken out. 3v2. Sang pump fakes. Pacheco with the throw. Como ready, set, deliver. I was going to talk about this point earlier. I love his quick movement because something of like the default stance of the Aces team was slow pace and that quick hurry up movement. Sang up and no, not going to end back-to-back matches here or sets with team catches, or will we? Amador, Como, pretty dangerous arms. Sang, does he survive? He does. Oh, and there isn't a ball to be had on the Aces end. Ready, set, firing squad. Amador lives. Up, down. Yes, he's alive, as is Como. Amador's ready to counter him. He's patient, communicates with his teammates. They do not want to be too greedy. No catch needed. Don't worry about that line, he's good. Squares up. the look he has is that it's almost like he's trying not to concentrate on any particular player, not to give any signal of intent. But watch out how close these balls get. And that's what you got to do. Como staying with it. If he was tagged, it would still be a win. Incredible play on everyone on court for the last couple minutes there. That was unbelievable dodgeball. And it makes it even Stevens. 2-2. I'm curious if we're going to see any roster adjustments here. Gonzalez, he's gone on sidelines, as is Holzer right now. McKay is sitting the whole match. Inside shadow and McKay. And we're underway very quickly yet again. The opening rush didn't really work out for anyone. Pacheco sends it wide of target, was very exposed, but Grenier was not locked and loaded, ready to go. The counterattack, the preemptive strike by Tomato was just brilliant there. So I'd say your player to watch on the far end is Como. Maybe a sneaky reminder of Amador's throw brings the heat. The hammer in the middle is Grenier. And Falk taking out Bailey. I think you might be surprised a little bit if you're the Apex men. You have this valiant opposition and they just, I'd say like 90% hit rate, 60% out rate for the shots from the Aces men. And they're not being greedy, as Falk there. Like he put on the safety there. He did not go after Pacheco. Again, Pacheco. Formerly, maybe Mitch, nod your head. I believe he was a former Dark Horse DC stalwart. And now on the up-and-coming Aces, Apex. Bouchard, the captain, is eliminated. So if you're Aces, you're feeling Aces. You're rolling. 2-piece. Important situation here. Apex as they are clipped 1-2. The momentum and the vibes. Aces are rolling. Some young, some new players, some vets. So you could say Aces are wild. They are the unknown so far this morning, and it is working in their favor. Tran is eliminated. Spinorama on the ground. Unclear, maybe a little bit of frustration just for kind of close contact around Kimball as Bouchard is taken out. Clear shots. Apex need a new look. Ferreira readies, he sends it. Misses Grenier. Falk protects with Como. Play call now, coming from Kimball, shared with Grenier. Big rip on his part. No surprises there. JDT sends it in and takes out his opposition, winger on winger. Good ups on his part. They're quick to the line, sending it, countered. Momentum is totally stopped. One Amador remains against 3 Apex men. Big shot as usual as the shot clock is counting down. It's the final 2 minutes here, right about now. Do we square it up? Hail the bullets. Pump fake so far. And 1-2 not delivering, 2-ball block. Quickly sent back by Amador. High and wide. Ferreira sharing with his teammate, now taking that left wing. No problem with backcourt throws, though I would be very surprised if anyone on Apex is caught unawares. So you might have to have quick movement here. Amador does a decent job. He gets into that mid-court. His work in transition between offense and defense would probably be the kind of the difference maker right now. Ball blocked, so here he is in transition, like we said, but even better, Ferreira brings it in, great grips, 3-3. Ready to go. Both sides ready. Opening rush, so far equal. And a right smack. Everybody's throws were brilliant. 2 limbs on the Aces end, 1 on the Apex end. 4v5, but a ball advantage for the Aces. Boudreau showing us his physical fitness yet again, his mobility, hopping out of the way, without being a too exaggerated movement. That's one thing. Some players, if they like to kind of fly from grenades, a control dodge is the next stage. Okay, we're down to 3. Oh, and at the end of the second half, a game of inches has gone down to the final centimeters here. Apex Aces 3-3. Player advantage over the Aces. No more blocking. Are you going to get some aggression out of Apex, or are we going to default to it to being... Wow! Boudreau kind of going, yeah. But these shots. That is what defines the style of Aces. Hit, hit, hit. And congratulations, Aces, for the W, 4-3 win. Wow, in a tournament like this, it's matches like this that you'd have to remember going, hey, why was seeding like this? What will it look like in playoffs? Expect these two teams to be duking it out for the finals. Wow, that was wonderful play. So next up, we're going to be switching it back over. No, this is another men's team. New to me, though, and probably new to you. Empire versus Enigma. Empire and Enigma. Enigma club debut. Meanwhile, Empire 15th at Westerns, 80th on the Dodgeball.live power ranking. So when you tune in to watch Enigma, we're going to be finding out whether they are themselves a wrench in the spanner, as it were, of some of these teams. And as promised here, we're going to be watching these young men here of Empire.
We don't feel very young.
And Enigma, the Riddle.
Oh, they're the young men.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they're the old Gary Adams who came out of retirement. At our
You've been watching Don McKenzie make his way out of the commentary booth. Here we are. I'm Ben Johnson. Watching on the near end is Empire. On the far end, Enigma. We went A versus A, now E versus E. And we're not talking tiers. Although that last game was a S tier performance, let's say. Empire and Enigma full of tons of vets. So if you are familiar with Dodgeball Manitoba, you are very familiar with a lot of these players, particularly Matt Klachevsky. Shout out to the captain number 8, wearing the red and blacks. They have performed at Westerns 2025, but this is a new team, both sides, at the Riel Cup 2026. Match underway. Shots fired back and forth. Suchinu with a brilliant catch, sends it back, and is himself eliminated. We are just high velocity, high action, lots of limbs, down to 3 for the Empire. Lots of Enigma, although now on the limb. So 4v3. Ball advantage, no. Player advantage, yes. Enigma ready, set, and delivers low off target. Counter also slides low. And with the play call on defense, watch for him for a quick reaction. He is targeted as Klachevsky is eliminated with the offensive move. 2 balls apiece for the Empirical players. Not on target. That one is good ball block. Ooh, and a disarm taken out. Del Carmen. 1v4 and a limb does it. Lang is out. Point on the board. Enigma DC. Captain, co-captains? No. Jonathan Suchinu, captain of Enigma. Luke Young says number 8, captain of. Oh, interesting. Okay, I see it. I saw the C on Klachevsky, but he's borrowing a jersey. He himself is not young by any means. Big rip taken out Summerbatch. And it is a double. Burden to throw on Enigma. Send one right on target, taking out the truly young player. After that chaos in that first set, it is surprising how slow things are moving right now. Lang play call, shares it with his wings. 2 sent right on target. Big throws, good trailer with the elimination there. Taking Gio. 2v4, ball advantage for Empire. Send one on McKenzie. He has a big hop out of the way. Shot clock counting down and against Enigma. Send one. This is the target. We have a few players wearing the young number 8 jersey. Good step out of the way. Lang. Whoa, McKenzie just over those brilliant boulder shoulders there. In between targets. So is that one. Wow. the player wearing the jersey, Young, is caught out. It was, no, okay, so we are there. Because of the rule set being used at this tournament, that is not a catch. There was not 2 points of contact. With that throw, there was a brilliant hit right on target, putting a point on the board. Enigma, some of the kind of the more veteran teams you'll see potentially like this one, having that slow and steady march against the Empire. But I wonder, Mitch and others listening, will the Empire strike back? This is where I wish there was a co-commentator to be laughing instead of the unbelievable quiet. Ball burden, last a throw burden actually on Empire. They send one and it's trebucheted back with no hit. In this set, we have not had an elimination. Let's see what happens now. Ready and deliver. Here we go. McKenzie is taken out. Resets the burden over to Enigma. Solo throws. Not a lot of movement footwork-wise of the Empire men. So switching maybe into a little bit of color commentary mode. One thing I'd note with both of these teams is some language I'd kind of refer to from a coach I know, as he'd say, don't be kind of waiting for the bus, which is just kind of standing there. Get those feet moving. We had good jumps by both players wearing Young. But we want the whole team to be like a dance troupe. We want to be moving. We want to think of jazz. We want to bring the unpredictability of movement. We're going to just be like a group of molecules in the back there instead of waiting for your turn to be shot at. Good strike taken out Del Carmen. Empire's burden to throw. Got some cheese whiz on that one. Good movement, and to the point where kind of Young was so off balance, he was kind of chased off court. Shot low. Resetting the shot clock. Burden on Enigma. Watch, 2 balls on hand on the right side. It's the center player throwing. The captain wearing number 92. Potentially co-captain, as we see 79, I said earlier, Sachinko. Sacchino, he's on court. He's on the left. And he is the thrower. Great shot. Now 2v3, so Burden stays with him. And they use their steady and methodical nature to take 1, 2, and now here we are, 3v1. Young up and out. Good movement on his part. I think one of the things you can see with a veteran performance is when there's hang time on a jump like that, you can just hold, ready, and bam, deliver shoes, ankles. Very exposed on a jump like that, especially at the line. With 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this first half. Good shot. Great dodge by Kluchevsky wearing the number 8, Young. The definitely not young Kluchevsky readies with his teammates. They send one, misses the target. Quick reflexes to get the ball, and McKenzie and Kluchevsky are taken out. As well as number 42 for Enigma. Watch near court here. Empire sets and sends one counter of the counter. So elimination on each side. Watch this one. What? That was a mercy. Okay. Confusing moment, but of course Gio went off court. He would have been blasted otherwise. Three v3 squared up. though the score might be a little bit lopsided, the performance has been pretty equal, as we're kind of seeing here, this 2v2. At the end of the day, there's been 8 shots that are just well placed, like what took out Jaffrey right there, as Wegner was eliminated. We got 1v1 that have been the difference makers. Ready, set, and deliver. Squares up, and indeed, Empire returning a point on the board, keeping things within reach. Now 3-1. We are at the end of the first half, so entering no blocking. Is it a rising Empire, or will it be the riddle that is the Enigma DC? Burden to throw on Empire. Having won the last set. That shot missing resets the shot clock. And here we go. 1, 2, good. Ups on the left, on the right side, not so great on the left side. Balls colliding, rendering them inert. And as we recover all the balls, we've got 4 on the Enigma end. 4 men in the attack zone, sending, and the late back and forth, and a catch! Wegner stays with it. Almost an opportunity from the double catch there, or a double out. The far right Young just had 2 players squared up, and they both got out of the way. And not this time. Those are both out with 2 great shots. And like we've been saying again and again so far this match, we're even. Balls fired back and forth. See how the retrieving goes. That might be a bit of a difference maker. Getting balls in hands quicker. Empire readies. 3 in the attack zone. Shot clock was counting down against them. Send crosser, not connecting. Number 13 in and out of the pocket. The center right Young. Far right Young. Not talking politics here. Sends it right on target. Watch 2 balls a hand with both wings. They send it and deliver. Making the best use of their advantage. Will Empire, each of the men, 2 balls in their hands. No connections, as well as the late trailer. And good heads up work there on the Enigma end, getting that ball before it crosses number 13. Young is eliminated. Oh, and Klachevsky is taken out too. So to end the half, the lead is extended 4-1. We'll switch sides. I imagine Enigma's feeling good. Not a huge roster. So we're, there's probably not a great change from half to half, although it does look like there are some players who are spending their time on the sidelines. Let's see, Clan there. They did not put in their numbers in their player registration, so I can see 15, but I'm not sure who that is. In fact, I can see more than 115. Here we go. No, that's the 13. Ready, set, second half underway. And a shoe snipe. All burden over to Empire. Here they go. Great shot, better block. Oh, now a brilliant shot in the middle. Taking out the co-captain. Now, Mitch, who is at least someone I know listening to me right now. I see Corsell. I know a Rob Corsell. Is that a Rob Corsell jersey, or is that another Corsell? And of course, we have rosters available to us. Okay, so that might be a historical player from a previous era, you might say. Wagner is a limbed. Okay, is it the far end that has the advantage? Ooh, big shots. Good work here. And ups, Young, keeping alive. Gets another ball. Communicates with teammates. Let's see how they do. Three. Pump fake, wide of target. Shout out to the Empire team. Not too often do you see the full, like men wearing the full arm's length jerseys. Pump fakes, solo throw right on target. And into the gloves. Suchino, brilliant play. Oh, attempted catch. Young by himself, he's got lots of balls, burden on his end. Register collects himself, shares with teammate. Duchesne ready, and Future delivers. First, I thought Mitch was saying he didn't register versus his last name being Drew Register. Ironically, also did not register his name. Okay. Here we go, 5-1. Big shot, and stays with it. That does not count as a catch. This is not cloth dodgeball. Ready and one. It hits the target. Mr. Register is that is on the sidelines. There's more than one player wearing that jersey. Burden to throw on Empire. Let's see if they know it. Here they go. Ready, set. Solo throw in transition play. Not in favor of Enigma. Okay. Don McKenzie in the middle there receives the play call from his right winger. Sends it solo. Interesting grip. I like it. Short arm. Kind of like a snake, the way he kind of held it and delivered. Just sending it off. Watch McKenzie, 2 balls in hand. Chino has had some brilliant throws, and the right side of the court sends it on target, taking out number 12. Bomber Bach. McKenzie with the block. And shot clock is still counting down. No grace given through that lost ball, which got returned as Ichiro is a limbed. With the player advantage, quickly over to Empire, as they do not strike. 4 balls, 3 players. Eyes on the right end, and yes indeed, but he connects, and a counter also does a big shift in favor of Enigma. 3-2. Eyes on McKenzie, he's got 2 in hand. He and teammates send it, and into the basket for a catch. Taking out Captain Ben. Here we go, Young sends a unique arm delivery. Ben Groening heading to the sidelines. previously hit out. Bomberbuck is hit out again. McKenzie. And that is end of the set. Return. Okay, we are in the final minute, so we have enough time to get another opening rush out. We do not have enough time for the Empire to return. So congratulations, Enigma. We're playing for a point differential right now. Quiet action on both sides. Burden to throw is on Enigma. Big shot, better catch. But the player was eliminated, I guess, because otherwise that wouldn't make sense. An attempted catch, but a team catch right there. Stay on court, Wegner. Ben's got you. Quick movement here. Enigma looking to put a point on the board before time expires, but the final couple seconds. Do they get it? No, they do not. Empire extends the set. We are at the end. No blocking. Three balls apiece. Here we go. Burden, of course, will be on Enigma DC. Heroics. Low probability outcome there, we might say. So congratulations, both teams. Good work here. Enigma getting the 7 points of 1 win over Empire. And folks here in Manitoba, it's the lunch hour. So there will be a break. Following that, this will be, I believe, the first appearance on screen of Rainbow Thunder and a return to the main court for Ragnarok. We'll see you soon.